Do not dwell on the past. It says, see, I am doing a new thing and it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I'm making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. So that's Isaiah chapter 43, verse 18 through 19. So what does that mean? What that means is this. The Lord tells us not to dwell on the past, not to dwell on the things that, not to dwell on the shame of our youth, not to dwell on the things we used to do, the people we used to hang with, the situations that we may have been stuck in, or our shortcomings. The Lord's telling us not to dwell on those things, not to remember them. At least not remembering the terms of like you're still holding on to it. And I feel like a lot of the times that's the problem. We hold on to the past. And what God's saying is we're a new transformation. He's created us in his image. He's he's isolated us to build us up to become this new person, this new creation that is going to go out and show our testimony to the world. So if he's creating something new or he's already created you new, then holding on to the past serves you no purpose at all. You know what I'm saying? It just becomes a detriment. You see what I'm saying? It's detrimental to just be so fixated on the past. And to be transparent, that's one of my biggest problems is like I hold on to the past. I think so much about how things used to be, you know what I'm saying? What things were. Um, I think about honestly, I just think I just do a lot of reminiscing and a lot of dwelling on the things that don't serve me a purpose anymore. Like even in situations where it could be like someone hurt you or someone did this or that to you, and it's like you just hold on to it. You go through life and you never heal from it. What God's telling us to do is to let go of those things, but let go of the past. You cannot move forward if you keep looking back. You gotta have tunnel vision. You gotta be locked on what's ahead of you. But if you're always looking at what's behind you, you know what I'm saying, you'll never reach the destination that you're trying to get to. Hence, that's why it talks about when Lot, it talks in the Bible when Lot and his wife was leaving, um, the Lord told him, don't look back. Do not look back. And when Lot's wife looked back, she turned into a pillar of salt. And I think for us, that's very symbolic to nowadays because if you keep looking back, what is a pillar of salt? A pillar of salt can't do anything because it's a pillar of salt. It can't move. It can't do anything. It's just gonna stay there. Salt doesn't move. You see what I'm saying? So if we continue to look back, we're gonna get stuck in the past, bro. We're gonna get stuck in the past when God's telling us, I already have a path for you for your future. But it comes with sacrifice. Everything in life comes with a sacrifice. To receive the new, you have to let go of the old. You have to. That's just what it is. And if we look at that second part of the verse, it says, now it springs up, do you not it says, I'm doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it? God's already so this whole time he's been working on you. This whole time that you've been going through this transformation, this whole time that he's been molding you. He's he's changing your image. He's been doing it this whole time. You've been growing. You've been growing in faith and spirit. You've been growing mentally, physically, emotionally. You've been growing into the person that you are always supposed to be. And what God's saying is, why are you worried about the past? Do you not perceive? Do you not see what's going on? Do you not understand? Do you not grasp what's going on? What's going on is I'm already changing you. You're already that new person. I've already created the way. Like this is the whole point of going through what we've been going through. You know what I'm saying? And those are the struggles. Those are just the battles of going into being the person that God's calling us to be. So what God's saying is it's right in front of your eyes. And last night I had to come to that realization because and it was when I was in my quiet place. I'm like, okay, I'm not where I want to be at in life, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, wow, like I was in awe, I was in shock, amazed, like, bro, I'm so caught up on the past at times, thinking about like old friends, and still kind of holding on to certain things that I didn't even realize how much I've changed as a person, and the glory be to God on that one, because it's not because of me. If it was on my own strength, I would have never changed. I never would have changed. But I sat in my quiet place and I just reflected, like, bro, I'm really not that person I used to be. So if I'm not that person I used to be, why am I holding on to things that the person that I used to be indulged in? You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I so concerned about the things of the old, and that's not even who I am anymore? I'm just preventing myself from fully walking into being this new man that God has called me to be and that I'm becoming. That's why it's like sometimes we block our own breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? We can't blame the devil for everything. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies. It's me. Like, I'm holding myself back at times. Stop worrying about the past, man. Stop worrying about it. That's what it says right here. Do not perceive it. It says, I'm making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. We've been in the, you know what I'm saying? We've gone through the wilderness. There's times where we're stuck in that wilderness. We're stuck, you know what I'm saying? Where there's not, but God's saying, I'm making a way. I'm making a way. We were stuck in that wilderness. If you want to be real, that isolation season when we're in that wilderness, I'm sorry, it starts when we first start trying to change. And it's hard. And it's like as we're walking through the wilderness, trying to get to the promised land, years are going by, time's going by, but you're growing. You're growing. You know what I'm saying? So even though you're lost in a sense, it's building that character. It's building you up while you're in this wilderness. You know what I'm saying? But God's saying is, I'm making a way. You're coming out of it. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? This isn't permanent. I'm making it says in streams in the wasteland. He's making life where there was death, bro. That's what he's doing. He's making life. He's making alive the things that were dead. We were dead. I was dead spiritually. We were all blinded. That's why it says, like, when people receive the truth, it's like they've been awakened. They're awake. They were asleep. They were asleep. They were blinded by sin. So they were dead. Spiritually, they were dead. Things have changed. Once we receive Christ and salvation, true salvation, those things of the past no longer mean anything. The only thing that I'm not gonna say they don't mean anything, because at the end of the day, it's all a part of your testimony. And the things that you went through, we use that to be able to, guide others and talk to other people that are gonna go through the same thing. But it's to use that as, what did I learn from it? This is a lesson, opposed to like being so fixated and still present in the past. You know it doesn't make sense to be present in the past, bro. It's gone. It's gone, bro. The past, it happened already. So why are we still living in the past? The old days, the times that are already done. And that's why God wants us to, it's like, that's why it's important to have gratitude, bro, and to be content where you're at, because it's like we can't even enjoy sometimes where we're at in the present moment, because we're still so fixated and concerned about and triggered about the past, man. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of us, you might have gone through some traumatic things in life, bro. So like, I'm not downplaying any of your struggles or down. I'm not. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, what you have to understand is, no matter what struggles you went through, no matter what traumas it's either you get over them or you don't. And if you never are able to get over them, you're never gonna be able to grow as a person. Like, that's gonna always have a hold of you. It's always gonna have you in the noose if you can't let go of the past. And the thing is, some things are so some things put so much of a scar on us that we can't get over it. We can't get over it. But that's the point of God, the strength of God. The things that we can't do on our own strength, God is able to do when we rely on Him. So even those things that are messed up that you went through, by putting our trust in your faith in God and casting those onto Him, He's gonna be able to get you over it. But when you just rely on yourself, you'll never be able to get over it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just important because what you have to understand is through life, no matter how bad your childhood was, no matter no matter what you really went through, life goes on. So if you stay stuck in that, all you're doing is hurting yourself at that point. You get what I'm saying? You're hurting yourself. You're just affecting yourself because you can't change anything that happened in the past. There's nothing you could do about what happened back then. Nothing. So holding on to it and being so like letting it have a hold of you is just very detrimental. We gotta be able to move on, man. We gotta see what God's preparing for us, man. And like I said, that's why it says, do not see what I'm doing. Like, do you not perceive what I'm doing, man? God's doing it. He's doing it right in front of our eyes and our lives, man. But we gotta be able to see that. But listen, you won't be able to see that if you keep looking back. Okay, like if I'm looking forward, even if it's in a distance, I can still see what's coming. Even if it's gonna take me some time to get there, but I could see where I'm going and I can see where I'm supposed to be. I can see it. It's right there waiting for me. And I'm talking about when I say me, it's waiting for us. It's waiting for you. It's right there, bro. Like we're in a tunnel. It's just like there's a glimpse of light. So that means as long as I keep going forward, I'm gonna reach that. I'm gonna get to that destination. But if I keep looking back, I'll forget what's ahead of me, and I'm just solely focused on what's behind. And then we stop, and then we turn around, and we just keep thinking about it, you're never able to move forward. So move forward, bro. God is doing a new thing in you. 2026, He is doing something new. He is doing something new. So forget about the old. It's time to let go of the past, and it's time to move forward and let God be your strength. Because, like I said, it's hard. This ain't something easy, but through Christ, we could do all things through Christ who strengthens us. So just remember that. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm just gonna ask y'all like, man, subscribe, comment. Let's grow this ministry. Let's just grow the body of Christ, man. I love y'all, man. To the next video. I'll see y'all, man.